get a free version of Word and everything else that goes with it. So you do have, that's why I'm doing this, because every single child has the ability to access Microsoft PowerPoint. So what are you accessing this on, or what do you normally access Teams on? An iPad. iPhone stuff might be slightly different, but talk to Mrs. Clark about how to open up PowerPoint. You get it from your Glow login. You log into Glow, and then there's a little button to click, and you can just open up PowerPoint and get started. So you can actually do this at home, do some of this stuff and practice some of the skills at home, which is quite good. And it's kind of friendly for tablets. It's not as easy as on a computer, but it's kind of friendly for tablets. But it'll get going. Is my voice loud enough? Because I've got a sore throat today, so my voice is a little bit quieter. I'm hoping you can hear me okay without me having to completely turn it up. Right, let's see. We should push this button here, and we shall go live. There we are. You should be able to see everything that's going on now. Let me have a quick check. Right, so we've done our monster, so our alien, our monster, and we did the cow. We could probably delete that now. We don't need that slide anymore. It's just going to be extra. You should do some live streams. Absolutely. Come and give it a shot. It is quite tricky. There's lots and lots of things to do with it, but if you need help getting set up, I will most certainly get yourself set up. Hello, Infinatrix Gaming, how are you? Right, so let's get rid of this slide as well. We don't need this slide, so we're going to start actually animating from all the stuff that we've made over the past, what, 3-4 weeks? Let's delete this slide. So I'm just right click and pressing delete. I'm going to bring this down to here. So we've got our alien, we've got our monster, and we have a Lunalovecoo, a beautiful cow with her little pet turd. And let's get rid of that one as well. I was going to work on that and didn't get around to it, so we're deleting. We're kind of making it a little bit cleaner, just so we've got some good things to work with. Let me get moving on here. The last time I made this horrible monstrosity, and this was me just rebuilding bits and bobs, but we came up with this. This is the fantastic spaceship. So at the very beginning, I made up a story. It's Jack. Hello, Jack. How are you? Mrs. Clark. Hello, hello, hello. I shall write this down just so I know. I've got Jack as well with a different name. There we go. I'll stick that in there. Perfect. Right. So how is everybody doing? So this is what we kind of came up with. I wasn't too happy with it, even when I kind of messed around with it on my own. It just wasn't working right. This looks horrible, but do you know what? We're going to work with it because we need to get started. So, beginning of every good story, we've got to plan it out, and we planned it out. We said, Mr. Jameson, I think you overestimate my technological abilities. Not at all. I think you underestimate yours. You know more than you think, or you believe you know. Okay? I will freely admit, and with a lot of my friends and stuff like that, I know more about like PowerPoint, Word and Excel and stuff like that than I do about the technical stuff. But I do know a lot of technical stuff as well, so it's kind of halfway there. Right, so I started off with a plan. And I said, spaceship's going to fly down. The spaceship is going to destroy the cow. The ship will try to destroy the monster. The monster's going to destroy the ship. They fight it out. The winner is... I'm going to leave that as a wee surprise. I'm going to leave that as a surprise because I've got an idea. And it's not good. It's not a good idea. It might take me a long time to do, but it's not a good idea. So, first thing we're going to do, let's do the scene, is the spaceship's going to fly down. So, I went onto the internet and I found a picture of the world. And it's a special type of picture. There's different kinds of pictures. There's JPEGs, GIFs, and all sorts of things. And there's only two that ever have like a transparent background, which means I can put something underneath it. So I'm pressing Control to copy, and you can see behind it. let's ignore that. That's a new feature in PowerPoint. So you can see behind it, a lot of times when you copy some of the pictures from the internet, it's got the square border, the white around it, and you need to try and kind of trim it down or get rid of it. But a PNG file or a GIF file can be transparent and have a transparent background. So these are ones with a transparent background. So I'm gonna put my globe right there, and what you notice is it's off the edge of my bit of paper. Oh, hello. It's off the edge of my bit of paper. I'm going to make it bigger. So I'm going to press shift when I do it so it stays in proportion. My sound is out of sync. Anyone know how to fix it? Refresh your page. Switch it off, switch it back on again. Sorry. It's about as best as I can get, unless it is me. I'm hoping it's not me. I'm going to check now if it's me. Let me quickly go. Right, let's see. I'm gonna check. I need to hear my sound now. Oh. And I can't even hear it. That's not a good sign. Here we go. That might help it. I hate to tell you, my sound is definitely out. If you can bear with it. Oh, apologies. My sound's out of sync as well. Not much I can do just now. Alright, so I'm going to press shift to make sure that it stays in proportion. Now, I've kept the whole globe, but I'm only putting it part of the way in the screen. So if I do that, you can't see that, can you? Oh, let me see. I'm just going to put I think if I do that there, you can see the left hand side of my screen at that. So you can see that only sees part of the screen there. I'm going to switch that off and then come out of that. There we go. I'm good, thanks, Jack. Mrs. Emma's been sharing some of your amazing work on Twitter, so you're a star. Keep it up. Absolutely right. Let's see how this goes. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen again. These things never work out well. Right, so I've got my globe, I've got my world, and we want to animate our little alien spaceship flying in. Put this across to there. Right, let's make it a little bit dynamic. Let's get fancy. Let's get fancy straight away. I'm not into this one. Welcome back. Did it work? I don't think so, because I think it's me. That's got the problem. Right, so, and we're going to use the spaceship there. So I'm going to press Control and A. Whoops. Click on there. Control and A. To highlight the whole thing. I'm just going to group it together. Right click and group, and then Control C to copy, and I'm going to stick it into there. Control V to paste. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to have the Earth slowly go to the other side of there, so it's kind of going to go like that, as if the alien spaceship is panning around. So what we'll do is we will start it there, and we're going to end it there. So what you need to do is you need to put the thing exactly where you want it to end up. Alright, so let's start with that first of all. So the Earth's going to there, and we're going to go to the animation tab there. Don't know since my screen is pixels. Oh, sorry, I'm just checking. I have no drop frames, so that bit might be you. I'm going to go to animation, and I'm going to put the animation paint on, which is the little box at the side, and that tells me where things are going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an animation. So I'm clicking on the moon, the Earth first of all. I'm going to click add animation, and what we're going to do is we're going to put something called a motion path in. I'm going to click on more motion paths. So this tells me in different ways that this can move. So I can make it arc. I can make it go in a hexagon. You can see it kind of moving off down in the corner. Go in a circle. Can bounce and all sorts of things. But what we want to do is we just want to make it go right. Okay, looks like we need to put it where it's going to start. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to press Control to zoom out. And my starting point is going to be here. And if you can see, there's a little red arrow down there. I'm going to take that arrow, and I'm going to press Shift to keep it in a... No. Jameson. There we go. So now you can see where it's going to end up like that. So when I check this now, if I place this play all, the Earth is going to move like that, but I want it to move slower. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up to here. There's a little kind of bar graph. We're going to extend it out so it's going to last 5 seconds long. So let's look at that and let's play all. So the Earth the whole time is going to move like that and end up there. And then what's going to happen is this, I'm going to shrink it down to about this height. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to get it to go from here to there. Oh, now what's that? Your video is buffering again. Oh no, sorry. I don't know if it's me or not. It's hard to tell. Is anybody else getting problems with it? I don't know. Right, so I'm going to put an animation path in there. Now, I'm starting this animation outside the bit of paper so that you can see. So it's going to start outside the bit of paper. And we're going to click on it, click on add animation, and we're going to put a motion path in again, and we're going to do the same one. We're just going to get it to move left. So we're going to get it to move left like that. Okay, and then we're going to starting point there. Okay, whoa, this is where it gets tricky. So we're wanting it to end here like that, so we can randomly move it. We've clicked on it once. Yours is all good, Jack. It must be Jill's then. Okay, sorry about that. Right, so let's see how that plays. At the moment we can see they both happen at the same time, and they both have this little mouse icon, and that means it happens when you click it. So I've got to click to make it start. Let me put on, I'm going to put the small camera on at the bottom, just so you can see how this looks on the screen. So I'm gonna play this like this, and you'll be able to see. So I'm going to click once, and you can see the Earth come in, and then after that I'm going to click again, and the spaceship's going to come in. All right. So that's how it's looking just now, and that's good. But what I want is the Earth to come in at the same time. So I'm going to, instead of having on click, I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to start it with the previous, which means this one now, group 3 is my spaceship. Okay, and you can see the number 1 and the number 1 up there is the order of the animations. So the group 3 starting with the spaceship, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this slider so that they both finish round about the same time. So let us just test how that looks on there. So I'm going to play this. Oh, okay, so that's just, oh, because I've only clicked on one. So let's play it all. The Earth comes in, then the spaceship gonna come up and stop right there. That looks good, and I'm gonna leave it at that. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna keep that as a click to start, because that's gonna start my own thing. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna copy and duplicate the slide. I'm gonna right click, duplicate the slide, which means I've got 2 identical slides. Now this is the problem. I need to put these things exactly where they left off. And this is where things get a little bit tricky. So I'm going to put this right in the middle of there, because that's where I think it's left off. And I'm going to put this right in the middle of there, because that's where I think it's left off. And I'm going to delete. I'm shift clicking to highlight both. I'm going to right click. I'm going to click remove. So I'm going to check, just flick between the end point and the next one. So let's see, oops, you'll be able to see it on the screen here. So I'm going to click to start, the Earth comes in, spaceship comes in, and then I'm going to click to go to the next slide, and I can see that that spaceship's just a little bit too far behind, so we can just shuffle this forward slightly, and it should be okay roughly. These things can be a little bit rough, it's fine, it's all good. Let's just check it again. Sometimes, let's click, so I'm checking the Earth this time, making sure it's okay, and then the click between the 2, and do you know what, that's good enough. That's good enough just now. Okay, this is amazing, Mr. Jameson, thank you very much. We'll get to the good stuff in a second, right? So, while that's moving across, we want to do something else with all this. So at the same time as this is going, obviously fire doesn't happen at the same time, so I'm gonna zoom into the fire to get a closer look. So I'm gonna press Control and use the scroll wheel to zoom in a little bit, and slide this along. Slide this up. Here's all my, oh, hello. Whoa, where'd you go? Right, there we are. So I'm gonna highlight all of this, like that. I need to ungroup it. Oh, here's the problem. Let's leave that just now. Let's leave that just now. We can go back into it, don't worry. So I'm going to go back onto the second slide. Let's zoom out a wee bit so we can see the whole thing. This is where it's going to get pretty cool, because it's a new thing that I found recently. It is awesome. So this slide here is where we're starting with. I'm going to duplicate that slide. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to duplicate the slide. So I've got two identical slides. Slide 11 and slide 12 are identical. Okay? And on the bottom one, I'm going to go to transitions. So what it's going to do, I'm going to change it to morph. And this is one of the most powerful things I've seen for a long time since I've done this. Flip a clip is easier. Flip a clip is designed to do all the animation stuff. This is designed for presentations. All the tools and all the things that I'm showing you how to do helps you design and make your own presentations. But I'm doing it in a slightly different way than go research this topic and go stand up and do a presentation using PowerPoint. So you're learning the same skills, and you find that these skills are across a lot of things. That, like, so this push, wipe and split animation are all to do with video editing. The layers is to do with Photoshop and photo manipulation and all sorts of things. So they all are intertwined, they're all together, and they all use the similar skills. But anyway, morph skill. What I'm going to do, I am going to stay still. Make sure I'm on the second slide, and I'm going to make a tiny spaceship, because this little spaceship, turn it round, is going to land in the UK. So it's like a little pin right down in the UK, right down to Hogwarts, as small as you can. Now, this is the cool part. Whoops, hello. Big spaceship, little spaceship, right? But we've got, on this one, we've got the morph, and I think it's on this one, I'm not too sure, but let's test it. I'm going to go to PowerPoint. I'm going to click onto the next slide, and it morphs between them. Look at that, that looks cool. So it's just flying straight down into the right place. Look at that. Easy. No animation involved, a simple click, done. So now that's our kind of first scene over. Going back to our story. Spaceship flying down, done. The spaceship has flown down, and we can go back later and we can add in the backdrop, we can add in stars, we can add in all that, but the basics of the animation is done. Had to grab my charger, I was on the laptop and then the phone. Seems to be working better on my phone. Probably says more about the age of my laptop. I've really raised my PowerPoint game since you've been doing these. Well, proof is in the pudding, I'm still to see a character from you. You said you were going to do a character. And, I mean, you made me do this. You made me do the cow. So, come on. So that morph tool is really powerful. I've given Primary 6.5 a PowerPoint challenge on Teams. Absolutely. I tell you what, I mean, if you do something, post it to me on Twitter. Even to Mrs. Clark. Post it on Twitter and we'll add it on here. I'll put it on the kind of start screen so we can see your character on there, and we'll get it cycling around and stuff like that. Live stream. There we go. So we can do all that. So right, there's our animation. Let's see how this whole thing looks to begin with. So comes across, spaceship comes into it. I need to click, but we can remove that, don't you worry. And then it zooms down. And we could actually make it smaller by doing another morph. Okay? So it's looking good. We can make it smaller by doing another morph, but what we'll do is we will, on this one, we will get a little fade coming on, and we'll something else. So right, we need a new slide, and we're going to make it empty. So I'm just going to highlight all of that and delete that. I'm working with all this stuff out here because it's so big. The best things come to those who wait. Absolutely. So how long are you going to wait? Let's see. Could do with some countdown music going on there. I can wait. Yep. I'll wait. Oops, wrong side. Let's try that one. I'll wait. Right, let's see. Send me your PowerPoints. Right, we're on the ground now. So first thing we're going to do is the characters we're going to have in here. Going back to our storyboard, the ship is going to destroy the cow. Sorry, Mrs. Clark. Luna is no more, but we need to do something with Luna. Let's bring Luna and her little friend. Let's copy them and bring her into here. So I don't want our little friend just now, so let's move our friend out of there, because I think what we'll do is after this I'm going to make a character on PowerPoint. Cool, give it a shot. Absolutely. Right, so we're going to have this cow. We're going to pretend there's a backdrop of trees and stuff like that, and we're going to do the backdrops another time. I'm going to right click, I'm going to group this together, group, and we're going to combine it with two animations. So the first animation, I'm going to go back to animations, and there's three different colors. There's green, which is to make things appear. There's yellow, which does something when it's on screen. And there's red, which makes it Luna's a goner. I'm sorry, she's gone. And red was going to make it disappear. It's a shame we don't have an explosion, but hey, we can work with it. So Luna, I want to introduce her. I want to bring her into the screen. So what I want to do is I want to make her zoom in. So starting from something at a distance, like that, whoop, but I want it a little bit slower. So I'm going to go across here to the right hand side. And I'm going to extend that time out to about 4 seconds. And then let's just kind of play that one. So here is Luna coming out, and I already don't like that because there's something I found out. Because they're grouped together, it becomes weird. So I'm going to right click Luna. Oh, my children are on the go. Copy, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to paste it as the second one. And the second one is pasting it as a picture opposed to pasting it as lots of different shapes. So this is still Luna with all the different shapes, but this is Luna like a picture, so it's officially a picture now. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to press shift to keep the scale. I'm going to bring Luna up to about that height. And I'm going to remove that. I'm going to click on this one. I'm going to add animation. And we're going to make it zoom in. There we go. And we'll extend that out like that to make it last. We've got a timing thing here, so you need to think about your timings. We'll make it last about 4 seconds. So we've got to estimate roughly how long it's going to take for her to walk out there like that. Now, don't make a Luna burger, it's okay. Luna doesn't look very good when she just kind of floats in. So when you walk, your body moves side to side. So we're going to introduce another thing. So we're going to click off to make sure that's not selected. I don't know how many times I've changed the animation. Do not change it up on this big long bar because that will change this one. You've got to add an animation. So we're going to put 2 on Luna. And one of my favourite one is Teeter. So it's this little chap here. The Teeter makes them wobble. Okay, and I'm going to make the wobble the same length time. I'm going to right click. I'm going to click start with previous so it's starting at the same time. And then I'm going to go down to effect options. And it says start with the previous delay, repeat, and you can repeat it how many times you need. And I'm going to repeat it to maybe 4 times. Don't know. Let's see how that goes. Right now, so I've seen a problem. So that's repeated that initial one 4 times. So let's bring it down. Oh, come on. Okay, that's not going to work. So I'm going to double click. Duration, let's make it 1 second. Okay. There we go. That's going to look good. So we've now done 2 different animations all with the same thing. So let's just click off and then play. And now she comes waddling up, being all sassy and stuff like that. That's all I'm going to do with that one. That is honestly all I'm going to do, because at the moment it is just a picture. But what I will do before we go on to the next slide is I want to make sure this cow is the same height and shape. That'll do it. Slide that out. So this one here, this is the one that's all in the bits, is the same as the other cow. So I'm going to copy and pressing Control to drag it down. Copied that slide. Oops. Let's paste this cow in. And then I'm going to delete that one, and then so now we have a cow in different parts. But although she looks the same, we've got this one was done, the first one on slide 13 was done as a picture so that it didn't see all the bits when it was coming towards us, and now we've changed it into all the different parts. So Luna can now be kind of moved around. So we need to kind of break it apart a little bit. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to group and I'm going to ungroup. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring in the spaceship. So here's our wee chap here. Copy that one. I'm pressing Control and C to copy. And I'm going to paste them in, and the spaceship is going to come from here. I think from here, and it's going to fly in and park itself right there. So let's make it as an animation. We're going to go to click on that one. We've got our animation pane there. Click on animation at the top. We're going to add an animation and we're going to make it fly in. Where's fly in? I can't see it now. Zoom, swivel, white, fade, fly in. There we go. Fly in. Don't want it coming in from the bottom, but the length of time will be pretty good. And then what? In fact, let's not make it fly in. Let's remove that. Let's do a motion path again. Add animation. Go down to motion paths. More motion paths. And I'm just going to pick the same one as last time. I'm going to make it fly down this time. There we go. So it's going to start up here out the screen. I'm going to click on the line so that we've got the 2 little dots, and we're going to make it fly right to there. A ridiculously small spaceship, but it's going to be fun. So let's just check that one, play that one. Spaceship comes in. That's good. I think that's all we need to do with this one. I'm going to change this from on click, and I'm going to start it after previous, which means as soon as it comes onto the slide, it's going to start going. And I'm going to do that one with this one as well. I'm going to right click, start after previous. There are no animations on that one. There's no animations there. And we're going to go right click, start after previous. So let's check all of these out first. So let's do this. Earth moves across. The spaceship flies down. I need to click there, so we'll solve that one out. Oops. It's then going to go down to Earth. Little click. Luna comes in. Spaceship comes in. So far, so good. So now we're going to copy this one again. Press Control, copy it down. It's all looking good. It's getting there slowly. Just make sure. Oh, I didn't copy it. There we go. Slide 15. So now once again we need to make sure this guy is in the right place, and we remove that one. This is where we're gonna just check. So let's look. I'm just gonna pretend it's there just now, because little Luna, let's right click and I'm gonna group him together. Our little, because Luna's scared, and you know what happens when you're scared, don't you? you know what happens when you're scared. First thing I'm going to do is we're going to keep it like this, and I'm going to duplicate the slide again. And now we're going to change her face. So let's zoom in and press Control. I'm going to zoom in. I'm trying to figure out exactly what to do here, but let's right click and then ungroup. So we're starting to put everything back to its individual thing, so all the different things. So I want to take this and make her eyes. We make her eyes go tall, or do you think we should just make them bigger? Because she's just seen, I think, bigger. That. I think that would do Luna quite well. Whoops. Did that work? That did not work. What am I clicking on? I'm not clicking on. There we go. Right, that's better. So our eyes are getting bigger. The hat. We're going to tilt the hat slightly like that. And hopefully this is exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to go from here to here. And let's have this. Oh, hello. Hello. Yeah, so this is the kind of secret, the hidden part of PowerPoint that nobody knows about. And randomly in the past I found that nobody wants to find out about. But it's so useful. Let's take her glasses, because her glasses are going to fall off like that. I don't know if this is going to work, so this is where we need to check something with our transitions. The cone hat, we're going to morph it. Sometimes morph is working, but yeah, see, this is where the problem might come in. Let's see. So if we go on to the next page, like what am I looking for? Let's check this. Is the morph going to work? Right, the morph is not working, but I think I know why. I think it's because, let's see, we're going to ungroup this. We're going to ungroup this, ungroup this, there we go. I think that might work now that we're ungrouping. If not, we're going to have to do it by hand, it's fine. Yeah, there we go, look. Luna is shaking, quaking in her boots. Her little leg is part of this morph. Let's ungroup this one as well. So group, ungroup. And we've got to ungroup both of them. The reason it was disappearing and then reappearing was because it thought it was a new object, but if you make them identical, which would be the ungrouped object, so we're taking the kit from there. The wee leg is going around like this. Like that, and we'll move this a little bit further. And our glasses perhaps like that. Let's have one eye going a bit bigger like that. Let's do this. There we go. Jones. Let's check how that looks now. So we're going to click on this one. Check it out. Luna is going daft because she has seen something a little bit scary. She's seen something a little bit scary, and you know what's going to happen now. You know what's going to happen now. She is going to be shot. Poor Luna. Poor Luna is going to be shot, but before she gets shot, what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, duplicate the slide again, and I'm going to bring this chap in. Now, here's what I'm going to do. He needs to be there to morph. So at the moment, he is currently, I'm going to make him small. He is currently behind Luna. Hiding behind Luna. When we morph onto this one, he's going to somehow come out and go there. That's what I'm hoping for. If it works, I'm happy. If it doesn't, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. So let's check let's check this. So right, so she's all ready. She's a wee bit kind of scatterbrained, and yeah, here he comes. We need to make him a little bit, just a little bit further away. Dare I say it? Shall we just turn him slightly like that? Give him there. Let's go back and just check that one again. So let's see. Give it a click. Yeah, there he comes, flying out the patootie. There we go, all sorted. I'm gonna have a quick drink. Hold on. That looks good. That's starting to go. Luna is gonna be beef. Well, I don't know. Right. So we've got this far. Let's keep it at that one. So I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna duplicate the slide so that we've got something to work with. We need to shoot her. We need to shoot Lunalovecoo. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna draw. No, we're not. We're gonna make a little laser beam. So there we go. There is our laser beam. Something nice and easy. So it's just a straight line, and I've pressed shift to keep it straight. And I right click. Let's change the outline to bright red because there is only one color for a laser beam. We're gonna right click again, and we are going to go to outline, and we're going to put the weight up to something more laser beam like, which make it 6 point. That'll do. So this laser beam is going to come out from behind there, out the nose cone, right. Let me just make it flying right up to right between the eyes, just to stop there. What do you think? So once again, we're going to use. Actually, we're not going to use morph. We could use morph, but let's do it as it should be. Mr. Donaghy, how are you, sir? It's when the writers kill off your favourite character. We will remember you, Luna. You've been a brave cow. Shall we show Mark what we've been up to so far? So let's see. So over the past few weeks, we've been designing characters. We're putting the story together, Mark. So I'm going to give you a quick look. Let's just check if this works. Let's go to left hand side. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and you should be able to see the full screen. So the Earth moves across. The little alien spaceship comes down to Earth. We click on it, and it flies all the way down to Earth, right to the UK. Lunalovecoo comes in, and then we have a little spaceship flying in, and poor Luna starts to fall off. Oh, we need to sort the poop flying in, but that's okay. And then that's us so far. So that is where we're up to. Whoa, that's where we're up to just now. The link has just came through. I put it on Teams ages ago, Mark. That's weird. Okay, that's good to know that there's a bit of a delay coming from there. Bit of a delay coming through, but that's fine. So we need to sort the cow pat flying from up there down to there. I'm just going to delete that, and that's going to solve that problem. Because there's one behind there, and she poops out. It's all good. It's all good. Right. So laser beam. The fact that it's above this just now, I'm not going to bother. Animations. We are going to add an animation to our laser beam, and we're going to make it fly in. We're not going to make it fly in from the bottom. We are going to make it fly in from where it is. So we're going to start with the previous. Start as soon as it comes into here, and then we're going to go to I've done the wrong thing again, Mr. Jameson. Oh, what you like? You're being a numpty today. Right, let's try that one again. Add animations, and we're going to do a motion path. Motion paths are quite easy when we're doing this one. It makes it a little bit easier, but more motion paths, and it doesn't really matter which direction we go because we're going to change it. So we've got our two little dots. There's our starting point, and we want to. Shall we hit Luna right between the eyes? Right between the eyes. So going to end about there. What do you think? Okay. So when this comes in, let's do a quick check on it. Let's check play. So it's going to go straight out of the cone into there, and all we need to do is hide that one. We're going to right click, send it to back. That's it hidden. So now Luna has been hit, but Luna at the moment is going behind Luna, so we need to take that into account. So we're going to highlight everything, right click that one, and send that to the back. So how are you, Mark? How you doing? She's got to go now. She has got to go. Poor Luna. Let's check this out. There we go. And then as soon as that's done, we'll just make it disappear. So what we'll do now, we'll click on that chap, and then what we'll do is we'll add another animation, and we'll just make it disappear. And then what we'll do with that one, when it disappears, with group, undo that. That didn't sound right. I'm going to move this just now. Just oh, hello, 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 hello. Come on. Oh, come on, Mr. Jameson. This is why I never hide things straight away. And no, I'm not going to sing. I'm not going to sing. Right. So let's add an animation, and let's just make it disappear. That's fine. Let's going to put that back roughly where it is. We can tweak all this later. It's not a problem. Tweaking is not a problem. There we go. Right. And what we'll do is we'll make that disappear. Right click, start, straight after the previous. We just make it disappear. Let's check. So here you go. Whoa. Okay, let's play. Bump. Disappears. Maybe goes just a little bit too far, but we can work with that one. Oh, the cow puns. Here we go. Tell me an udder pun. We've done them all. We've done them all. So that fires, that goes off, and let's have a little kind of bang explosion type thing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to back to home, and let's have, I don't know, what could we use for an explosion? A little bit of a star going on here. Let's do a 32 point star. 32 point star, bit of an explosion, kind of. Oh, we're milking it. You are indeed. You are milking it, right? So Phil, he's no more. No more. No more. I need a wee calf after this. Right, badum-ch. Oh, right, so the outline, I'm not going to put an outline on it because it's supposed to be a bit of blood. Bit of splatter, bit of boom. Shh, not supposed to have these. Right, so then what we're going to do is we're just going to make this explosion come from... Oh no, it's just me. Sound gone? No, just you. Right, so then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this in so it hits. And this is where you need to start thinking logically and make sure you sort it out. So animation. Let's make it grow in turn, so it's going to come up like that. Something a bit cheesy, I don't know. While we're doing a grow in turn, let us... That one? Yeah, look, kind of red and orange. So we'll do the two of them at the same time. So we've got the red and orange. I forgot to add animation, see? Grow in turn. And we're going to put the two of them in. Right click. Start. So this one is going to start with the previous, and this one is going to start after previous. So they're starting straight after the disappear. So after this, another animation going in because we need to take it away, and we need to kind of think how to take it out by kind of like blowing it up a little bit. So let's... Could we zoom it? Yeah. Let's zoom it out. So what we've done is we've added a zoom animation for taking it out. So it's the red one for taking it out. Effect options. And vanishing point object center. Side center. Should... Ooh, that doesn't work so well. I thought we could do it the other way. Let's see what it looks like anyway. So let's do this one. Start after previous. Right, so let's see how this goes. Let's just play from the beginning just now. So shoots, we haven't brought it in. Why did it not bring in? Add animation. We're wanting it to grow in turn to come in. There we go. Let's move this into the right place. And this is what I mean, sometimes I get confused. Freddie Mercury. Oh, we like a bit of Freddie. Mark is Freddie Daft, and I have to, it's very moving. Oh, it is. So moving. Right, we're going to start that after previous. So, the straight connector, this one here, is this line coming in. It's then going to disappear when it hits. Then the blood splatter's going to come in. And then the blood splatter's going to go. That's the plan. Let's see if it works this time. Splat. I don't like how it's going out, but it does me. Let's see. So let's see how can we swivel it out. Can we just, let's do a shape out or something like that. There we go. That's better. Shape out, but instead of going out of the way, let's have it going in the way. And we'll go to timings. We'll make it super fast. Half a second. So let's check that now. That fires off. That comes in. Disappears. Luna is a goner. Ew. Ba-dee-da-dee-da-do. Okay. Right, enough of that. Me singing live on stream. That is not good. I'm going to right click and where is it? I'm going to copy or duplicate slide. I've duplicated the slide entirely, but I want to get rid of some of the stuff that I don't need. I don't need any of the animations just now, but I want to start it off with exactly what I had. And I know hiding in there I've got that laser beam, but that's okay. We want to deal with this. So we're going to keep this the way it is, and what we're going to do is we're going to take Luna, we're going to right click her, we're going to, oh hello, we're going to copy her, copy, there we go, and we're going to paste the picture again. So we're going to use our morph tool, put this right over the top of Luna, right click, send to back, and we're going to get rid of all the Luna bits. There we go, and there's a little poo hiding in there as well. Right, a few things left to go. Horns and hats and glasses and hoofs. There we go, and nostrils. So I think we've got rid of everything. So Luna is going from there, and our spaceship is going from there. I'm going to duplicate it so we've got our base. Your video is buffering, it's a little long. So what we're gonna do is she is gonna go from here to more of a let's see. No, oh, that's a thing. Oh, probably because I'm doing it the stupid way. There we go. To more of a that. And this chap here is going to go up to here. Make sure I'm on the last slide. He's going to fly all the way out up to there, leaving poor Luna. Let's press Control and zoom out a wee bit, and then put it off at that angle so it's going to morph out. Then we'll get rid of that. And let us see how that transitions. So we're going to put... Done it on the wrong slide, Mr. Jameson. You are an idiot. You are an idiot. So let's undo. Better. Oh no. Stop with the puns. No, I thought Mr. Thompson was bad. You're worse. No, we're not copying, we're moving. If we copy, it'll just appear all of a sudden. So the plan is transition morph. It's going to go from here to there, and it's going to morph it. So after it's fired its little thing, let's check how it's going to go. I'm utterly disappointed in your puns, but hey, right, I can't think of puns today. It's just not on. Right, let's check that one. So we're playing the transition. Let's check. So it goes from here and she goes off to there. Perfect. Perfect. What we do need to get rid of is no, wrong one. Undo. Put that back. In fact, we can just do undo, undo. This is the one. This one. Get rid of that. Thank you. Gone. Right, let's check it again. Let's check it again this time. See if it works. And this is what a lot of the time is. It's going back, checking it. So, here she goes. The cow melts into nothingness. And then the alien flies off. Fade to black. The cow is gone. So this is the kind of first part of our animation. And we've only got about 7 minutes left so far. So let's just check the whole thing just now. So, air slides in. That comes down. I need to click, so we need to sort that out. Flies down to Earth. Here comes wee Luna doing her thing. Here comes that. Luna gets scared. The alien fires his bolt. And it flies off. There's obviously a little bit of a problem there. But do you know, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Fantastic. Fantastic indeed. I have a joke to make us feel better. Is it cow related? That is the question I have to ask. Poor Luna. We knew her well. I'm having steak tonight. That's all I'm saying. I'll get a hoof on. Let's hear this joke. Right, so that's our first stage. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back. Just looking at the time, we're going to start to put in some backdrops just to make it a little bit easier. Now, what I might do... space background. Nice black sky. I'm going to steal this one. So I'm going to take this black sky, right click. I'm going to save image. I'm going to save it to my hard drive. I'm just going to save it to my desktop and just call it space. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to find my space, drag it into PowerPoint like that, and I now have a background. Right click, and I'm going to send that to the back. I now have a space background. Ta-da! Not cow related. What do you call it when two stitches swap homes? I do not know. What do you call it when two stitches swap homes? A stitcheroo. Ooh. Right, so now that that's the right size, I'm going to copy that. Go on to the next page. Paste that. Right click. Send it to the back. To the next one. Paste it in. Send it to the back. So let's see how those three look like now that we've got a little bit of a background going on. So let's do this. So you can see the Earth going around. I'd love to have the Earth spinning, but it's not going to happen. That comes across, flies down to Earth, and the background just sets it off. So we've got Luna. I'm going to go back into here. I'm just going to do a quick search for I don't know, field background, because that's where Luna is. So Luna is going to come across a beautiful glowing meadow. That one looks good. Let's just right click. We're gonna, I wonder if I can just copy the image. Let's see if that works. Right click, I'm gonna paste that one in. Oh, we can indeed. Look at that. Poor Luna is set up for life here. She is going to be set up for life. And we're going to send that one to the back again. So here's Luna coming in. I'm going to put that in. We're going to send it to the back. We're going to put that in. We're going to paste it. Oh. Control Z. Oh, undo. Why did that not work? Right, so we're going to copy that one. We're going to paste it. We're going to send it to the back. Paste it again. Send it to the back. And this is just all rinse and repeat, which is a problem. But this is why we do the background afterwards. Because if I try and click on a part of Luna and I miss, then I end up clicking on the background and it's just horrible. do that one, and I'm going to send it to the back. So now we've got all this going on. Let's see. All credit to Miss Clark. Lunatic aliens. Let's see how that looks now. Let's, if I do this one, you can see the full thing, I think. So the thing comes across, that one comes in, flies off down to the bottom, down to the UK. Here comes Luna. That needs to be changed slightly so Luna's coming across the field, but that's fine. You know, we can live with that. Alien comes down. Luna gets a little bit scared, cocks her leg, and a little bit of shooting going on. She gets excited. Oh, where did the cow pat go? We need to sort the cow pat out again. And then it kind of melts away into nothingness. And that's about it. That's about it. We're looking good so far. It's looking good. It's getting there. And then fade to black, new scene, and we'll start again next time. Probably won't give up on my day job. Probably a good idea, but at the moment our day job is a little bit weird. Let's be honest, I'm sitting in front of my computer in my house making PowerPoints. It's fun. It is fun. Well, definitely fun. So what do you think so far? Looking good? It's definitely looking good. I'll go back and I'll fix the poo, and we'll get a few things sorted out with that. And a minute left. Yeah, there's not much else I could do. Not much else I can do. It's looking amazing. I think it's looking pretty good. I think it's looking pretty good. Let's see if we can just have a little... There we go. Full screen malarkey. There we are. Look at that. Beautiful. It's definitely working out pretty well. If I was doing this, I would definitely be tweaking it a little bit. Well, it's good. It's a good start. Whoops. That didn't work too well. Let's try that again. Here it comes. I was too impatient. Too impatient. Luna has a little bit of a psychotic episode. I like that. I like the eyes. There we go. And then we need to solve a few of those issues. But that's part of the problem. Is all these things goes. It's 3 o'clock. It is indeed. It is indeed. So yeah, it's time to go. School's over. Fun, yeah. Just remember, you are off on Monday. It is a bank holiday on Monday, so thanks very much for those that showed up. Cheers, Mark, for showing up. Much appreciated. And please do not tell everyone I was doing a Queen impression. Okay? And yeah, I will see you next time. And hopefully we'll get to the next part of the story where the ship destroys the cow. That's been done. So we've dealt with the first 2 boxes. Ship's got to destroy the monster. Monster's got to destroy the ship. Utterly amusing. Thank you very much, but for now I definitely have to say have a good holiday and I'll see you later. Ta-da.